Hello and welcome to Monday Night Live. It's Yvonne Shepherd here from Women's Fitness Adventures. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to talk about how to choose the right hike with our multi-day adventure showcase coming up, or lots of inquiries about how to get into hiking. I am going to share all of that with you. So just one moment and we'll get started. But if you are watching live, please let me know and I will be right back. Okay, here I am. I just had to go get my beanie because this beanie has special significance. It is the one I bought in Iceland this time last year, and the girls are currently in Iceland right now. We just got word through on the Facebook page that they are heading off at 6 a.m. or 6:30 a.m. in Reykjavik now, and they're heading off to catch the bus to Landmannalaugar. And this time last year, I could not say any of those words, let alone spell them. Heading off to Landmannalaugar, where they will have their lunch and maybe a swim in the hot pools, and then head off on the trail. And we will maybe hear from them, maybe not, for the next week. But we will keep you entertained with some posts that we have from last year as well. So hence my favorite beanie, half beanie from Iceland, and thinking of the girls as they go. So welcome. I'm Yvonne Shepherd, founder and CEO of Women's Fitness Adventures. If you're watching live, please let me know in the comments where you're watching from. Say hi. I know all of our members do that regularly. They pop in there and say hello. And if you're not a member and want to know more, then also say hello as well. So this evening, I am going to talk about how to choose the right hike, and also fielding some questions about getting started, which we spoke about yesterday also on our social walk and talk. So hello, Karen. Hello, Patricia. Hello, Ronnie. So we're from Western Queensland, Kuya, which I assume is somewhere in Queensland, Patricia. South Australia. Love the beanie. Is it Brod's? No, but Brod, if you could make one of these, it's from Iceland, this one. It's not really a beanie, so it's got no hood in it there. So anyway, hi Jelena, hi Deb, Sharon, hello, haven't seen you in a while. Hello Kerry from Lonergan in Victoria, and Alethea from the South Coast, and hi Francis as well. And it is cold enough wherever you are in this country to be wearing beanies and clothes, and I actually have the air conditioner on as well, but let's not tell anyone. So let's get started. I'm Yvonne from Women's Fitness Adventures. Some of you who are members and watching know me very well. For others who are watching and have not identified themselves, I am the founder and CEO of Women's Fitness Adventures, and I started this organization 9 years ago. And the reason I did so is that I wanted to do stuff outdoors, hiking stuff, and couldn't find the group that I wanted to do it with. I wanted a group where I didn't have to be the expert, where I didn't have to know all the things just to participate. I wanted a group where I could have some great, intelligent, funny conversations with, that I could share a little or a lot about my life, and that I could get support from other women who felt exactly like me. I couldn't find that anywhere, so I started it myself. And here we are 9 years later, and we have women from all over the world who join in with us regularly through our online and in-person adventures, and our online community, and our resources, and our skills and classes, and all sorts of things. So hi, Jody. Hi, Kate. Hi, Christine. I'm going to talk today about how to choose the right hike, and how to get started as well. And we have our showcase coming up in 4 weeks, which is the Women's Fitness Adventures Showcase of all of our adventures for the next 12 months. All will be revealed on August 2nd. And if you are interested, we just put another one up today. Brod, we're coming your way. I don't think you're watching. The Tarkine in Tasmania in January has just been added to the Expressions of Interest page. a absolutely special place of the world in Tasmania. So heading down there in January. So with any of our adventures, if you are remotely interested in any of them, please put an expression of interest in. If you are as a member on the night, as we speak about them, we'll actually have some handouts, and those with an expression of interest will get to book in beforehand. And then after a couple of days, the next day they'll be open to members, and then after that to non-members. So if you're really keen and really interested in going on one of those, make sure you register an interest. Make sure you email the office and say, hey, I'm really, 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 really keen. So there's quite a few up there at the moment, but there's still quite a few to go. So they're all not there yet. None are open yet, and you'll have plenty of time before August 2nd to see, you know, dates, times, prices, all of those things, and whether that adventure's for you. Which brings me to the point of the conversation. What adventure is for you, and how do you decide? And I've been fielding lots of questions across this entire week. It's almost like somebody opened the Jack in the Box of how do I choose the right adventure? I'm 71. Am I too old to get started? Or not my words, but I'm too fat, I'm too unfit, I'm too this. How have I missed the boat? And the answer is no. Hi, Meg. The answer is no. You haven't missed the boat, and it's really a question of stepping in, and stepping in and showing up is the hardest part to start. So hi, Jennifer. Hi, Meg, as well. So how to choose the right hike, and we were actually having this conversation today. If you are out there looking into the world of multi-day hiking, or even into day hikes, and going with someone you maybe don't know particularly well, or someone that you have gone with before but you don't know the trail, then it's really, really important to ask questions. And the reason that it's important to ask the questions is to make sure that your skill level matches the trail level. It's okay to have a little bit of a challenge, but also that if your skill level matches the trail level, or is a little bit, you know, challenged a little bit, you're going to get the most enjoyment out of it. And if you're investing money into going into a day hike or a longer hike, and let's face it, we all are, because time is money, but also we're investing our hiking gear and equipment, shoes, that type of thing, that we really want to know whether the trail works for us or not. It's okay to feel a little bit scared when going on your first hike or on a first hiking adventure, because you may never have done that before. And I feel scared too sometimes when I go, but scared in a very safe way, or at least that's how you should feel when you book onto a multi-day or a hiking adventure, that you feel a little bit scared because you haven't done it before, but never scared thinking, am I going to be safe or not? And that's a really important question to ask when considering what type of hike you're going on and who you're going to go on the hike with. So hello, Janine. Hello, Margaret, waiting for your flight home from Rocky. And hello, Barbara. Welcome, and thank you for stopping by. So what I would suggest first and foremost is, you know, if you are booking onto a multi-day hike, I'm talking about our showcase or any other, there's lots of organizations out there, is to read all of the words, read every description. Who is this trail for? What type of, why is it graded this way? Because all the gradings are different as well. So what's graded as maybe introductory, in particular with hiking, and this is really, really important, is you are at an introductory hiking level of fitness. You're not at an introductory level of fitness, and there's a very big difference. If you are just getting started with fitness and not hiked before, then there's a big step between introductory level of hiking fitness and introductory level of fitness. Hi, Margie. Yeah, that's why I'm dressed up, but I'm in cold, but I'm nowhere near you. So just make sure you know of that distinction. So most will mark them as introductory, moderate, or challenging. And the important thing, let me take this off, I'm getting a bit warm. The important thing is to then start to read the fine print. So I was helping someone out with a question about a multi-day adventure, and I read the details, and it said, you know, daily hikes are about 10 kilometers. There's some ascents and descents and maybe a little bit of rock scrambling. Now, I know that trail. That trail is not like that at all. Yes, it's a roughly 10 kilometres, but it is a tough 10 kilometres. There is lots and lots of rocky trails and slippery trails as well, lots of bending down and stepping down. And it's not, and then the description was with, anyone with a moderate level of fitness would be able to do this. But what does moderate mean? So they're the type of questions that you really need to answer. And if there are steep and challenging sections, then you want those questions answered as well. So steep and challenging might be okay if it's not a rock climbing or a rock scrambling steep and challenging, or if it's not a steep and challenging with complete drop-offs on the side. So these are the questions that are really important to ask, as well as asking for images as well. Can you send me some pictures of that? Do you know what it looks like? Can I have a chat with the person who is taking that adventure or taking that day hike or wherever you might be going? Because if you understand these questions, then you get to decide if that's for you, not you having to decide or being told what happens when you're out on that adventure, that, you're told maybe you're not fit enough, or you're told maybe you're not, or the conditions of the trail dictate to you how you perform on that day. So if you're someone who's not particularly comfortable with rock scrambling and heights, to have a trail that has some rock scrambling at heights is really not a very pleasant situation to be in. And then the trail dictates to you, because of your, your fear of rock scrambling or fear of heights or, uncomfortableness, your trail then dictates to you how you perform on that day. So, really get down to the nitty gritty of, is this trail for me? What are the conditions of the trail? What are the conditions of where I'm staying? Am I staying in a hotel? Am I having to share? Do I share with a stranger? What if there isn't enough people to share? Can I get single supplement? All of those questions, because the quality of the hike is determined by the quality of your sleep as well. The food, what type of food will be served as well. Now, I've done Kokoda in New Guinea twice, the Kokoda Trail. The first time, I should have asked a whole lot of questions. That was almost 7 years ago. I should have asked, it was 7 years ago. It just popped up. Yeah. I did it for my 50th. How about that? I should have asked a lot more questions. The trail was meant to be, say, 8 days. He pushed us through in 6. This was a personal holiday. We were supposed to have a certain amount of food. We literally had nothing to eat. It was... I knew it would be tough, but it was made a whole lot tougher because they changed the conditions on the trail. So you want to make sure that, you really understand what you're booking into. The second time I went, I had learnt from all of those things. And that's why at Women's Fitness Adventures, we're really quite specific about all of this, is that I made sure that we were sticking to the trail of the day, and that we were sticking to the timetable, that we had sufficient food, protein, carbohydrate, fats, healthy fats, that would sustain us through as well. Hey, Nina. But remember, all organizations for whether it's a day hike or your friends taking you on a hike or, coming on one of our hikes, we all want you to come. But once you're there, there's a whole group to look after. So making sure that you know what you're getting into before you get into it is going to make such a difference, because some companies want you to come and they don't really care whether you come back or not, as in, come back as a repeat customer, not come back from the trail. Everybody cares about that. But yeah, and the training is up to you. So really make sure that you read the fine print when it comes to that, and ask questions. If they're not happy to answer your questions, then I'd probably choose somebody else to go with. That's a good tip. But how to choose the right hike, day hike, half-day hike, multi-day adventure, is what excites you. What excites you about it? So when we put all of those ones up for showcase, and if you're a member and you're not registered, you better do so. When we put all of those ones up for showcase, what is it about them that excites you? Is it that you get to do it with some friends that you've met? Is it that the scenery is important, that you've always wanted to go there, that you can see yourself successfully at the end having done it, or that you are doing it because maybe it's a photography hike and you're really into photography and you want to make sure that, you know, all those things in that location or birds or whatever it might be, that you're seeing and enjoying, and that's your why for doing it. Maybe it's the company. Maybe it's doing it with a group of women. Maybe it's doing it with a group of friends. Maybe it's doing it with, you know, I don't know, military style in terms of, you know, it's very regimented and off it goes, and it goes at a fast pace. But what is it that excites you? Or maybe it's the trail itself, the country, the trail, the country, the whole box and dice, everything about it excites you. But really get important and get gritty and nitty gritty on that, because that's what's going to drive you forward. That's what's going to be your North Star for your motivation as well. And think about, as we think about what type of hiking we want to do, our day hikes, our multi-day hikes, our half-day hikes, what are you prepared to swap out? There is an infinite number of hours in the week, unfortunately, and we cannot clone ourselves. So for you to be successful on the hike, successful meaning you enjoy it, not endure it, you walk away injury-free, that you actually smile, take photos, and there's moments of awe and wonder in there as well, and that you laugh a lot as well, and you take photos and create some priceless memories. That defines success in my book. So what are you prepared to swap out of your life in order for you to be successful on the trail? Now that's really important, because some questions that I've received this week are about age. Am I too old? About I haven't done anything for a couple of years. You know, I'm busy with my work. I put on all this extra weight. I'm really unfit. I'm quite down on myself. All those things are questions that I've had this week. And I put it to our panel yesterday on our Sunday morning social. And they all had some great suggestions too. But I think the hardest part when it comes to what are you prepared to swap out is actually getting started. We can sit here in our bundle of pain, our world of pain. There's a bit of a love slap coming here. Our world of pain where it's too hard. It's too hard for me to start that. I'm too busy to start that. I'm too old to start that. I don't have the gear to start that. I don't have the support around me. No one lives near me. You guys in Women's Fitness Adventures are all in Brisbane. You can have all of those reasons and sit in that space and stay in that space. Or you can look at it and go, okay, they are all reasons, but over here is so much more exciting. Over here is the pleasure island, the place I really want to be. And how do I then start to move from where I am now? And I know you're watching. She threw away all of her excuses. You know who you are, and I applaud you for that. Because once you throw those out, you get to move to that beautiful place, the happy place where you really want to be. And all of those things matter. All of those reasons just go out the door, because you are prepared to swap them out for something that will give you so many more benefits, so many more health benefits, so many more lifestyle benefits, so many more things that you can talk about in a really positive way. You get all the beautiful energy and gift giving that Mother Nature gives as well. You sleep better, or your health markers will start to improve as well when you move from that place of it is too hard for whatever reason it might be to where you actually want to be. And all it takes is the very first hardest, biggest step. And that's all it takes, is that first step. Just go out the door and go for 5 minutes. And that's it. You've started. You're on your way. You can be a hiker then because you have started. And one of the things that happens is that we were talking about this the other two. Does action precede motivation, or motivation precede action? I think it's a bit of both. It's the chicken and egg. If we take action and feel good, we're more likely to be motivated. And the more motivated we are, we'll continue to take action. So never compare yourself to anybody else. Sometimes things come along as a gift in our lives. It might be the gift of an opportunity. It might be the gift of some generous words someone shared, some time someone is prepared to give you. Don't kick the gift horse in the mouth. Take the gift. Take the gift for what it is, because there's really kind people out there who want to help. So when we start to think about adventure as well, we think about, with any of our hiking, this consistency over time equals results. And I'll come to that. So I'm just going to check in with Marianne driving home from work. And guys, you'll be pleased to know soon we'll be putting this as an audio as well, so that if you don't have time to make it live, it will soon be on audio. And do I have time to explain Stadium Stomp? I do have time to explain Stadium Stomp. So I will talk about that in just a moment. But when we're preparing for adventure, when we're thinking about ourselves, and there was this fabulous podcast that I listened to, and I'll put it in the newsletter, which I haven't got out yet. It'll come out tomorrow. I don't know if any of you have ever watched Seinfeld, but Elaine from Seinfeld, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, has a podcast. It's a little bit older now, called Wiser Than Me, and she interviews ladies in their 80s. So she's interviewed the ones I've listened to, Jane Fonda and Isabel Allende. It's not pronounced like that, but the author. And she asked them a whole lot of questions. I'm not going to tell you all of them, but she asked them a whole lot of questions. And it is, what would you tell your 21-year-old self? But, the great thing about the podcast is we get to learn from wiser women and all the things that they look back on. But if you listen between the lines, it's all about making the most of the opportunities that are there and forgetting about the what ifs, or I should have, or I could have, or I would have. It only really matters what you did. So if you want to live that grand life, start living that grand life. But the adventure mindset is the path. It's the preparation. Who are you wanting to be? If you want to move from here to here, who are you wanting to be? And what is that journey? Along the way, are we the same people we were when we were 21? Are there snippets of us, or what you see now, were there snippets of me now when I was in my 20s or in my teens? That would be really cool to know, but I have no parents around anymore, so I can't ask them. But if you have parents, ask them. Can they see who you are now? Can they see the child in you at where you are now? I think that's really important. You get what I mean from that. So, that preparation, think about who you are becoming. Think about all the things in your life have got you to where you are now. The action, what actions are you taking towards your adventures, your hiking lifestyle? If you're watching and you're here and listening, you're here for a reason. And I hope that reason is that you are looking for hiking to be part of your lifestyle. Hello, Desley from Budrum, and hello, Lynn from the Tweed as well. And, think about all the things that matter to you, especially when you're out in the wild, in the world of nature, and how significant yet insignificant we really are. And the things that we worry about, we were talking about worry this morning, the things that we worry about aren't really of any consequence. Once we become fitter and stronger, we stop worrying, or we worry a whole lot less. Let me tell you, from a big worrier many, many years ago, the stronger and fitter you become, and the more time you spend outdoors, the less you will worry. It's really important. And heart is have heart, give back, complete the cycle, keep paying it forward. Your helping hand to someone will be someone's helping hand to the next person to live a long and rich life in the great outdoors. So let me jump into a few things. So I hope in some ways that has helped you on how to choose the right hike, how to choose a right hiking holiday, as in you want to go the West Highland Way, or you want to go, New Zealand, or the girls are in Iceland. How did they choose that hike? Some of our ladies members who are watching are doing Dolomites. They leave literally this time next week for the Dolomites. How do you choose that right hike? And remember, ask questions, read all the copy, get down and dirty with what excites you about going on that hike. No one's got any questions so far, but happy to answer questions if you've got them. So I'm going to come to Christine's question. Do I have time to explain Stadium Stomp? Yes. So Stadium Stomp is held all over the country, and I recommend to anyone, if there's a Stadium Stomp in your location, Brisbane's in a couple of weeks, Sydney is in August, we have teams in both, that you participate in Stadium Stomp. And we will be talking about the importance of functional exercise in our Adventure Ready for Hiking course tonight and the different muscle groups. But if you want to get fit for hiking, and you want to be able to get strong in the legs and lift your legs. When we get tired, our feet drag. The fastest way to do that is through stairs, through hills for cardio and hills and stairs for cardio and for building strong legs. So Stadium Stomp in Brisbane or in Stadium Stomp in general is a really low-key way to participate in some stair training and fun, regardless of what level you're at. So if you are thinking, most women hate cardio. We don't want to get huffy and puffy. We think we're going to have a heart attack. We think that we don't like that feeling of being uncomfortable when we get out of breath. And so we stay where we are. And I know that from a fact because I've been dealing in women's health and fitness for about 18 years now. So participating in Stadium Stomp, I'll come to that in a sec, Ronnie. Participating in Stadium Stomp is, you do it through the Stadium Stomp website. So if you're in Brisbane, or Sydney and you're a member, click onto our website and we'll link you to our team page and you just sign up directly with Stadium Stomp. You need to fill out all their forms and stuff like that. And what you do is you have the option of doing one wave or two waves. So, one round or two. So you can have the full experience or half experience, but no matter what one you do, it's at your pace, and you can sit down if you like as well. So you go along, you go up the stairs, across the seats, down, and then you go up, across, down. So it's really well controlled. It's not super competitive because it's maybe not out there enough for lots of people. You can sit down on those stairs at any point that you want. Some people run it, some people walk it. You can do one lap, you can do two, you can sign up for two and stop out at one. There's lots of volunteers. You're not allowed to overtake on the going down of the stairs either. So it's really safe from that perspective. There's a timer, but really at the end, there's no big announcer going, and she made it in XX time. It's really, and here comes another one through, and that's it. So it's really low key. In Brisbane, you finish in the GABA. In Sydney, you finish in the SCG. So for our Brisbane, we are going out to breakfast. So if you're going to come into our team, you have to book in pretty quickly because the breakfast venue can only hold so many if you want to come to breakfast. And Sydney is doing exactly the same, our Sydney members. So if you're not a member and you want to join our team, then go ahead and do that. Just go onto our website and click through. So hopefully that has helped. And I recommend anyone who is wanting to boost their hiking fitness, regardless of whether you're going on a hiking adventure or not, Stadium Stomp is a really great thing to do. Really is, because it's like... I was at the Gold Coast Marathon Festival on the weekend. I didn't run, but I was supporting my team. And, it's that atmosphere, that unbelievable atmosphere of so many people united with a vision that makes everyone feel motivated and everyone, thinking the whole can-do focus. Whereas if you just talk to general people on the street, they go, why do you want to do that for? I have people all the time. Why do you want to go hiking? Why do you want to climb that mountain? Why do you want to spend time outdoors? But if you surround yourself with all those people that think it's a really great idea, you are going to be that rising tide that lifts all boats. And that is a really powerful thing. And that action gives motivation, which precedes more action and more motivation, and it's that beautiful cycle that keeps going. And Alethea is our ambassador for the Sydney Stadium Stomp, our member, and has brunch is booked. So if you're doing the Sydney one as well, if we're choosing to do Sydney, member or not member, please book in quickly if you want to come to brunch with us, because we need to make sure those reservations are secure. So Ronnie, your question is expressions of interest for the Tarkine on the adventure section in the members portal. So to find all of our expression of interest for adventures, just head to the adventures tab on the top of the URL and click on that. And every adventure that we have on there is in date order, unless you are searching by a particular thing. So go all the way to the very bottom and you will find Tarkine down there. So it's January, so it'll be the first of the expressions of interest, and express your interest down there. So whether you're a member or not a member, express your interest if you're interested. Members, of course, if you haven't registered for Showcase, please do. And those who express an interest will have seen all the information, or everyone will see all the information a good couple of weeks before. You'll know the dates to ask for leave if you have to. And then on the night, you'll be able to book in. And if you really love it, just send Trish a message going, I'm in regardless, please help me. Leanne, where do I need to book and where in Sydney? I'm assuming that's for Stadium Stomp, Leanne. So just head to our website and scroll down to Stadium Stomps in August in Sydney, and scroll down and do, you'll find Stadium Stomp Sydney, and just click on that and it will take you through to the Stadium Stomp website. And Alethea, we will let know if you're wanting to come to breakfast with to brunch with the team, or you just want to go to brunch. I'll just put you in contact with Alethea and you can sort that for lunch as well. And hello, Suzanne. I did reply to your message as well, interested in the Cinque Terre for next year. So just a couple of things coming up this week as we head to, and you don't have to be fit for Stadium Stomp. Please, this whole thing about I'm not fit enough is on you. It's on you. If you're not fit enough because you do nothing, then yes, you're not fit enough. But the only way you can get better is to get out there and start some movement. And if you're not fit enough because everyone that you hang around with are ultra trail runners, then that's still on you. But if you don't want to be an ultra trail runner, then it doesn't really matter. So this game of comparison doesn't win. Nobody wins. The game of action is where everybody wins, and action in our own lane. So really, really think about that. Stop this I'm not fit thing, or I am this. We're not defined by a little verb. We're a moving little feisty beast. You like that one? Okay, so I've been going for a little while. So this week, just want to share this week in for our members. Tomorrow night is our last of the book club, and I finished the book. I've got lots to share, and I know some of our members who were listening in yesterday when I was at the Gold Coast doing the walk and talk. I have also got some things to share about that. Seems we need a start time. Yes, if you go to, Christine, if you go to our website and register, click on that, you should get an email with the start time. I'm pretty sure it's 7:15, but I can follow that up tomorrow if it's not there, but you should have got an email as well. So last of the book club, Cardio Boost tomorrow night as well. I'll be taking that one because Trish is on holidays. So this is, thank you, Belinda. Stadium Stomp, you do it at your own pace and you can do as much or as little as you can do on the day. That's it. No pressure at all. And if you registered early enough, you get this awesome purple Women's Fitness Adventures t-shirt. Tuesday night, Cardio Boost, then book club, Cardio Boost, great, easy, low impact, safe way to boost our cardio for hiking fitness. And book club on Thursday is functional fitness. On Friday, we have a hike out on the Gold Coast, in the western suburbs of Brisbane. We have coming up our hiking bundle here in Brisbane. We have coming up in August our Murray River Fitness Adventure in South Australia. And we have our Pyrenees coming up in September as well. If you are in Brisbane, there is the Big Day Out hike a big 20-kilometre hike in August as well. But just a couple of things I want to share about, if you are a member watching and you have a friend who you think would want to go on an adventure with you, and I know there's a couple in there already who have contacted me, is now's the time to do it. Just reach out and say, hey, my friend is interested, because the adventures for next year will fill up pretty fast, and they're fabulous, but they will fill up pretty fast. Or if you've got your own adventure and you want us to help support you with your training plans and stuff, just let us know. So that is it from me for tonight. I'm going to get my skates on and meet with our Adventure Ready for Hiking group in just on an hour. So if you have been watching, thank you very much for showing up. If you aren't a member and wish to, then just drop me a note below, interested in learning more. And don't forget Showcase. The Tarkine's the new one that has been added, but there's quite a few still to come. So stay tuned for more. That's it from me. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch up with you next week.